Hi, I'm doing some NFL picks for Week 1 NFL for our fantasy YouTube network. And I have all the games, and they're all the right picks because they're all going to make it. So, the first game, Green Bay at Seattle. Green Bay's going to murder them. We all know that. They want to get back on that Hail Mary. The next one is Atlanta at New Orleans. Well, this is an easy pick. I have Matt Ryan. Atlanta's going to win. Ryan's probably going to throw 4 touchdown passes, 0 picks. Julio's going to get 2. It's just the way things go. Next game, Cincinnati at Baltimore. Baltimore, they have that Seven Nation Army song that goes do 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 do, and they're going to be singing that all the way to a win over Cincy. The next one, Buffalo at Chicago. Chicago will win that game, but it'll be kind of like a last play win because Buffalo is going to be one of those teams that are going to fly under the radar this year, I think, and surprise some people. Next game, Houston over Washington. That's right. RG3 is just not going to do it, but Houston, they have JJ Watt and Clowney. They're going to sack RG3 quite a few times. Ryan Fitzpatrick, the smartest player in the NFL. He's Houston's new quarterback. I mean, he's not great, like as a quarterback athletically, but he's smart. And smart people usually have the upper hand on dumb athletic people. So, there you go. Kansas City over Tennessee. Next game. I don't know much about it. I just feel like Kansas City's gonna win. Next game, kind of the bias pick, of course, but New England's gonna beat Miami. They usually do beat them. They know Miami. Miami knows them, but they're gonna beat them. Darrelle Revis is gonna shut down Wallace. So what's Miami gonna do? They have no running game. They have no offensive line. I don't know. Next game, the Jets are going to beat the Raiders. Oh yeah. But the Raiders are going to be a surprise team this year. They are the oldest team by average in the NFL this year, so they say having old players on teams wins games for them. So they'll probably win some games, but not this one because Rex Ryan and his crazy defense will have some sort of look that Derek Carr making his first professional start as a rookie. I'll have no fucking idea what it is. Next one is Philly over Jacksonville. I mean, Jacksonville, they'll be improved this year as well. Philly probably takes a step back, I think, but Philly will pull it off with the win. They're going to miss Deshaun Jackson. Next one, Pittsburgh over Cleveland. Pittsburgh's just winning because Cleveland didn't name Johnny Manziel their starter. If they would have named Johnny Manziel, they would have won this game easy. Next one, St. Louis over Minnesota. This one, I'm really not too sure who could win. I think it could go either way. But because they're playing at home in St. Louis, and St. Louis is going to have a good defense this year. And Sean Hill, he's pretty good. He won the Lions 4 games in a row a couple years ago. I remember watching that when they were like a bad team. So St. Louis is pretty good. They're a team that's going to be trouble for other teams. My next pick is San Francisco over Dallas. All the experts say Dallas has an awful defense. I believe that. They do. San Francisco will probably score over 30 points on them. Dallas, though, they're gonna do their thing on offense. They'll move the ball, but they're not gonna be getting many, if any, touchdowns. And if they do, it's gonna be a garbage one. The 49ers are that good. Oh yeah, next game, I'm picking Tampa over Carolina. Lovie Smith, just like Andy Reid last year in Kansas City, he is going to make Tampa Bay a good team. They are going to win games. They're going to win probably at least 8 this year. Their fantasy defense is going to be like the Bears defense like 2 or 3 years ago, where it's just like points. And And also, an interesting thing of note is that Carolina's head coach Ron Rivera was Lovie Smith's defensive coordinator in 2006 when he took the Bears to the Super Bowl. So Lovie knows what he likes to do, and then he fired him afterwards. So, next. Oh yeah, Indianapolis, they're beating Denver. The Colts, how can you argue with the Colts? I mean, they're playing the Broncos, it's another form of a horse, but I'm Mitchell Colts. You gotta pick the Colts. Then the next game, Giants over Detroit. Detroit, they're not gonna be improved. They hired a coach that went like 1-15 a few years ago when Peyton Manning was out. And he was just given a good team. And then, I mean, he went 14-2 in his first season with Indianapolis, but it was all, watch what Manning did in Denver. That's what he was doing with Indianapolis. He didn't have to do shit. And then finally, I think San Diego will beat Arizona. They got Phillip Rivers. He's a franchise quarterback. Franchise quarterbacks usually win games. Carson Palmer in Arizona, you might think he is, but I don't know. He can't really seem to find a home. First season Cincinnati doesn't do a whole lot there. Maybe takes him to the playoffs once or twice. Goes to Oakland, plays awful, and then gets traded to Arizona. Has a decent season last year, but not great. And I think it's more of the same for them. They're going to be the team in the NFC West that I think is going to be last place this year. And hope you enjoy my picks. If this goes well, maybe I'll do it again next week.